Bloody g'day dudes, Kade Turner here from my home studio in Australia, and I will be narrating over the fucking amazing making of video that the film crew have put together for this bass. So I'll walk you guys through everything. Let's get into the video, catch up. Doubt by Mammal is the song that you're hearing. Awesome body wood. So we're gluing the neck together. That matching headstock plate, that's so bloody awesome. Going through that workshop for me too was so bloody special because I got to see everything, you know. And our phone calls with Nico, it might have been 4 or 5. It wasn't too crazy because I knew the actual build design I wanted from my 2008 Corvette, but what I wanted specifically was a neck through, and they're a lot more expensive or they're a lot more work, you know, but I just wanted one to accompany my 2008. So now I have the 23 and the 08, and they're just both machines. Look at that, gluing in those graphite stiffeners, so good. Now this fingerboard is so bloody, it's sexy and it's amazing, and I think I'd chosen a few others, and then it must have been a Saturday that I did a Skype call, a video call with Nico, and he took me out to, you know, on video to a pile that he had, and I'm like, absolutely, dude, that is the piece I wanted. So as soon as we worked out how to, which way to put it and where to sit it, that was locked in. And this was all done relatively easy by a call and email, which is cool. Look at that, CNC. Yeah, 5-piece neck of Wengi, and Babinga with the laminate stripes. So that was a bit of extra work, but I thought we can't go this hard without having something, you know, absolutely amazing. So look at that headstock, the Warwick shape. All the bassists know them. When bassists see a Warwick, they just bloody know it's gonna sound good. Why did I choose that bodywood? It's dark, rich, fat, and heavy. I love it. My thumbs are Babinga, you know, Babinga and Wengi to me is just amazing. It's just an amazing wood. To me, it represents Warwick and how Warwick sound, you know. That's the way I view a Warwick bass, a machine, a truck, an absolute truck. How cool is watching that CNC work? Like, it's like I haven't seen this video much, by the way. Oh wow, starting to take shape. Their workshop is just incredible. Now we're onto the sanding. I mean, it already looks good. It's not oiled, it's not fully shaped. That cavity cover's so sexy and smooth. And one thing that's awesome with the neck through for me is when you are playing up at the high frets, there's not one bump. It's so smooth, it's just amazing. All the frets are even, they play well. I mean, that fingerboard is just something that I stare at, you know. It's such a machine. This song you're listening to now was actually recorded with a Warwick thumb bass in 2014, would you believe? It's called E Melodic. It's an original of mine. I really love it. Here. So that curve between the last fret or the fingerboard into the body is something we discussed. That's something specifically I wanted. It might sound minor, but it's massive to me because when you're thumbing and doing what you're doing in that area, I love it visually, but more so physically, it has to sit and feel right. So I can't fault the team over this build of the bass. Every single thing, it was done perfectly. Look at that, gluing the bloody brass nut on and filing it down to perfection as they do there. So bloody good. Give it a bit of a shine. Bloody grouse. So the way that the neck runs through the headstock, the nut, the fingerboard, the finish, everything's Mickey Mouse. It's like glass. The oiling of this bad boy, that's the finish I wanted. I specifically wanted that to see all of the wood, and I can remember Nico going out of his way to find a really nice piece of Bubinga that just showed the grain more. Like, that wood is like furniture. Look at that oil. Oh, Jesus. It's so shiny. It's so sexy. My God. Oil on that wood, you know, and Bubinga and Wengi together. Holy dooly. Now, that is an ebony board as well. They have that type in pale moon or black and white ebony, and they're really hard to find. That's why it was like winning the lotto, finding that fingerboard that was all usable with an even split down the middle. So that was really exciting. Oh, we're on to another funk song of mine off that same EP called G-Funk. And yeah, the thumb bass was used on that too. So moving on to the components now. Look at that CNC work. Everything is millimeter perfect, you know. Brushed metal pickup cover. That's what I wanted. Single humbucker. Now, why do I have that humbucker? Well, I do because my 2008 has one. I love them. I said to Nico, I want this model to, you know, be known when people see it. I want them to know that I deliberately chose it, and I think I can get what I need out of one. Two are incredible. I just wanted one. So I know Voita there, who is soldering and putting the strings on now. He's a lovely guy, absolute champion. Got to hang out with him the week that I was over in the workshop, and it was cool. How cool is that, watching someone put those strings on? Warwick stainless, bloody grouse. I haven't needed to touch that truss rod that it's been in Oz as well, and it's shipped over here, no problem. Everything was grouse, so it still looks and feels as schmick as it does in this video. It's really bizarre to watch this and narrate this and do it how I am exactly doing it now, because I don't know, I guess it's surreal, and playing a bass like that is awesome. So yeah, what an absolute bloody machine. Voita just doing the final intonation and string height and neck adjustments. Bit of a schmick polish of the bloody nut. That truss rod cover being the same wood as the fingerboard, like that attention to detail is just mega, you know. So everything about it's beautiful. 5.5 kilos, 5.3 to be exact. Just an absolute truck, and sounds like a machine, plays like a machine, and I can't wait to get stuck into it and do more covers. So thanks heaps, dudes. That was grouse. I'm checking out, and thanks heaps for an awesome year and an absolute incredibly sick sounding and monstrous build of that bass. I'm so stoked. Thanks, dudes. Catch up.